Power. It's our power, y'all. What's good? Peace, peace, family. Take this shit back. I miss y'all. Bring some more people in the live stream, family. This shit getting to be, this might be one of the lectures of the year. For real. This one gonna be some shit to remember. That's a promise. It's a few more seconds, family. We'll get this shit popping. Few more seconds. You get all these damn papers. Oh, don't fire up. I'm fired up. That's how I be when you got that heat. I got that heat. I got that Naga this time. Yeah. Let's go on. 2 more seconds. Be quiet. Alright, family, this is about to be popping. Yeah. You got it in. Let that shit rock for a second. Hold on. Y'all power, family. Y'all bring some more in the live stream. It's about to be cutting edge science and technology of the African world, the African people, yo. That's it. Got power. Alright. You get this shit started. You get me. Alright. Peace, family. Job Power. I want to welcome y'all to the lecture today. Tonight, rather. But I want to catch y'all because I know y'all got, you're going to run out, go out tonight. But I know when it come times like this, when I do them on the weekend, I know the family that's coming in is the, you know, is the true students that's out there studying. And they trying to keep advancing their studies and advancing their studies. You see what I'm saying? And then that's why we give you references to everything that, you know, all the information that we come across. I try to give y'all the references to go look at the information because I don't want anybody on here, nobody, to think I'm on here just running off at the mouth. I don't know all this shit either. As we going, I'm studying and learning shit too. You see what I'm saying? But we one family and we must, there's certain things that we must just put a cap on. Because you got people still walking around here, don't know who they are. And after this tonight, I swear, everybody, I don't care what part of the world you in, burn this down and stick this in their hand, Google it up for them, pull it up for them, and let them listen to it. Because anything I'm learning for any of my teachers or any of the scholars that's teaching me, I'm going to look at the information that they teach, and then I go behind them. I open up another door and go behind the curtains. And you hear me always say, yo, the brothers and sisters be leaving shit out, and that shit be making me mad. But what they doing, I had to look back at it. I said, let me look at this. Why is certain shit they be leaving out? The reason why they leave certain things out is to go give you room to go do the research. This is what they doing. And once I see, I was like, okay, that opened up this door. Cause I know good and well, I ain't out searching, cause we going into a new year. So I'm thinking, yo, what's the new research that I need to be bringing to the people? Our certain areas of research being researched over. You see what I'm saying? And it's whether it's deep into it, it's an extensive study into it, or whether they just getting into it, which means it's fresh research. And normally when it's fresh research, most people tend to think, you know, with something new, people tend not to believe it at first until you put it right in their face. And that's what we finna do tonight. But in saying that though, share this with the family. Like I say, burn it down, put it in their face. Share it on your page, however you got to get it to them, because this is real. Because tonight, we talking about the Naga Dogons. You see what I'm saying? The Naga Dogons. Now, we know the Naga from ancient Kush and ancient Ethiopia or ancient Egypt. And from India, we know the Nagas from there. But I didn't know that it was a whole nother branch of the Naga. You see what I'm saying? That it was a whole nother branch of the Naga, which is the Dogon Nagas. You see the Naga Dogon. You see what I'm saying? So let's get into this. I want to thank the new family. I want to give a shout out. I think her name is Kimmy Kane. She said she was missing me, didn't know I was on my way. I was flying in with the backpack, coming in with the truth. And once I pull it out the bag right quick, it's going to shine for all the people to see. So I want to give a shout out to that beautiful sister. Keep doing what you doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And we can work. We can work whoever want to work. I don't care who it is and what continent you own. Because all 7, so-called, is ours. And facts. And I'm going to show you that. So let's get into this. I want to thank all the new family. Like I said, appreciate everything. But we gonna rock it. Stay tuned with me though, because we gonna work this thing and we gonna get it popping. So, first of all, hold on. Yeah, first of all, we right. They talk about this star. As soon as you go into the information, they talk about this star Sirius. And not only do that, they say they come from this star. Now, motherfuckers, we've been on here on the internet the last month. We just did, I think we did from November the 28th to December the 28th. We did 10 lectures. It might be 11. It might be 11. But you see, we going to tackle the whole subject. And we going to hit all areas, you see what I'm saying, and attack all points that need to be attacked. Not in that sense, we talking about, you know, educationally, you know. So, because we got to get it in the mind first, let it manifest there, and then it'll shine bright when it need to. But this is necessary science for us to have. You see what I'm saying? Now, they talk about a white dwarf star. Now, Peter Ty say, no, a black dwarf star. Even though it's white, it's a black dwarf star. Now, that's political, but we just touching on it. We ain't even got going yet. We just getting started. So, they talk about this black dwarf star. Peter Ty say black dwarf star. They come from, which is a nebula, which is a realm that is, they say is 26,000 galaxies. We about to get it. I always like to get into them calculations with the numbers. Hold on, we might have a critical emergency. Let's see, hold on. All right. Yeah. So they talk about this black dwarf star that they come from. That's a part of many galaxies. Now I'm gonna dive deep into it. Like I say, I take the key. They give you the basic research. They give you the basic blueprint. I'm gonna take the key, kick the door in, and I'm gonna see another piece of the knowledge. Whether I'm ready or not, because I'll be ready to see it. Because the first book I really read, I remember they was doing the inauguration of Obama. And this, 2008 or 2000? All I know, I was sitting on the bed. The first conscious book I read was Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James. And when I'm reading this book, knowing that this man got murdered for this information, then I'm looking dead at the TV. All you see seas of black people out there crying. Like this, you know, I love Obama too. Just a beautiful image for me. But the first conscious book I read was Stolen Legacy. You see what I'm saying? That was, that 10 years ago. You see what I'm saying? That was the first conscious book that I got. You see what I'm saying? And every night, to this day, I still go back to that book and read a little bit. And to be real, that's why I started seeing some of this shit at what we finna talk about tonight. But then I kicked in another door behind George G.M. James, seeing where he got it from. So I'm like, hold on. Let me do this research, because what I'm about to talk about tonight is the pre-dynastic era. And I've been telling y'all, I've been wanting to get into it. That's that Draconian, Typhonian, Set-Typhon. Those are European names. Y'all know them by like Tasseti. We don't talk much about those areas. And those, because what you got to do, yes, these are the same people, but these is in the same land. This is all happening in the Nile Valley, for one. And I'm going to prove tonight, all 42 tribes started in the Nile Valley. When you get the kingdom of, like the kingdom of Nigeria for the Jala. You see what I'm saying? The Naga. That's some of the Naga right there, where the Igbo people come from. You see what I'm saying? Some of them, they deal with the Orishas. You see what I'm saying? And that shit, the 12 Orishas, you could line them up side by side with Kemet. Now, we heard Professor James Smalls say that. So I went and looked. I said, well, he right. And I'm talking about, all the attributes are the same. Now, this is not no typology. This is just a carryover in time from the same science. Like the Dogon, I ain't even gonna say that right now because I want to hold it. I ain't gonna say that right now, but it's the same science in the same land. You see what I'm saying? But all 42 of the tribes, the major tribes that we know, Akan, Igbo, you know, what we call today Cushites or Nubians, or what we call today Egyptians, what we call today Kenyans, all of those, you know, tribes were there. You see what I'm saying? And the science that's in those lands came from ancient Kemet. Now you can go straight to the Zulus and you ask them where did they start, and they'll tell you in the Nile Valley. You see what I'm saying? They'll tell you in the Nile Valley is where they started. So them kicks, when you go to Kemet, you gonna see, because we did that. If y'all ain't seen that lecture, go back and look at it. The ancient Kushite pyramid builders and something karate, which is an Egyptian word. Ka meaning spirit, Ra meaning God, Te meaning you. You see what I'm saying? Karate meaning the spirit of God is in you. That's their fighting style. You see what I'm saying? But that's also in the Bible. That's also in the Kemetic philosophy. But karate and the martial arts, when you go to Kemet, you going to see those punches and all the kicks you see in martial arts that Bruce Lee and all these motherfuckers do, them, you know, them high Shongai priests that do all the karate and shit. They got that shit from the Africans. Now, we talked about one night, and I just scanned over the shit the other night, but I went and looked up the real information. Now, look, the reason why the ninja black is because he giving commemoration. It ain't because he trying to sneak around at nighttime. That's a part of it. But he giving commemoration to the Africans that brought it to him. Now, y'all go back and look at that video. But you will see the same guys that you see, or we don't want to say guys because God is, of course, again, is a Greek word. That was last month, but I ain't going to touch it. But I just got, that's a Greek word, you know. And tonight, we're going to get into some of that, but not no Greek. But we're going to get into this Kemetic science because I've been missing this shit, dog. It was just like, when I went into this research, I got lost. For y'all see, I ain't been on in about 8 days. You see what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Go. All right. Now, this is that star, but as you can see, it's one behind it. Now, that's Sirius B, where they actually say that they come from. You see what I'm saying? But the Dogon, all the astronomy that you see in ancient Egypt and Nubia and Kush, which is the Sudan, you see what I'm saying? And India. Let me not, and India, I'm going to prove that tonight, where those are matriarchal societies and the queens like Kimmy Kane was ruling in those lands. As a matter of fact, they ruled all 7 continents. And the males was following them. That's facts. I mean, when you go just simple shit, go look up all the kings in Africa, many as you can find. Go look up all the queens in Africa, many as you can find. And I promise you, the queens gonna damn near double it. I mean, I did that research when I first came in the game. But when you see that, that's showing you that this is a matriarchal society. She is the Naga. And I'm going to show you. Listen to this. So now these is the Dogons. Now, this is the Hogon, which is the Dogon priest that keep all this precious knowledge. Now, let's get into some of this science. Where the papers at? Now, every 66 years, the Dogon star arrives, which correlates with the flooding of the Nile River. Now the Nile, that's the only source of water that's coming to Egypt and to a lot of the Sudan. If the day for that Nile River, can't nobody over there plant no food, you can't eat. You see what I'm saying? And that Nile River was also, when that desert started encroaching, which is also the turn of the sun, you know what I'm saying? It got hotter. But at one time, when you go do that research, like at the time, see, I'm jumping in, but at the time of what they call the Sphinx, which is the Hamaku, which was about 15,000 years ago, you go type the geology in for that and what the weather and the the topography was for that area, you gonna see that shit was green as fuck. Only by the turn of the earth on this axis, which is another Greek deity, axis or atlas. When that atlas turned, that's what. And so the Nile River was very important to them, so they could farm, so they could eat. We all see the empresses on the walls. They out there planting. So they the first, what you call, food growers for our people. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. We gonna get started in a minute. But this Dogon star, they had this Siggy celebration every 66 years. You see what I'm saying? They still do it to this day. But it's the arrival of this star that mankind just found out, and I think what it is, 1979. I mean, it's a late time. The Dogon done known about this star, obviously, for millions of years now. When you go do that easy research, you gonna see they never dispute it. See what I'm saying? We gotta know a lot of what they know, the scientists know about astronomy, about science, about chemistry, came from the Africans. Today they live in the bush and out in the desert. They live away from society. So if I was the one to go get some information for the ancient world or about medicine, you see what I'm saying? You don't go to them Negroes in the city. No disrespect, family. You know we love you, but you know when you get sick, you see what I'm saying? The European go over there and ask them, well, he go around there, he got his little tablet, and he got his little, what they call, his little glass bottles and shit where he put it down. So he tell the African, and, he say, yo, well, what this leaf do? And then the African tell him what it do. He takes some of those leaves, put it down in his little, his little glass pipe or whatever. Nigga, we from the hood, so you know what it look like to me. But he take that little valve and send it back to his lab, and he make a synthetic medicine right now. Don't tell the African that he done it. He make millions of dollars doing it. They never tell us about that. A lot of the medicines that you got today in a pill form were made from leaves from the Congo or the Amazon down there in South America, which that's our shit too. But this is a Dogon priest, and now the Dogon is, what I'm gonna explain it so we can understand it. But it's basically God, King, and the doorkeeper, which means he holding the knowledge. So the people's in the land so the cycle of the earth going 27,000 years. And when this star showed up, only way they could have known it if they seen it twice, which means that's over 50,000 years. So that means these people, we been on the planet for at least 50,000. But we know we've been on the planet for millions because we got the mummies to show it, and the evidence, archaeological evidence, photographical evidence, which is the scribes on the walls that you see all over the continent. Now, what we got to understand, too, it's more monuments in Africa right now than any other place on the planet. Niggas always talking about South America and Mexico. What we got to understand is, in the 1700s, the British go and sack a lot of those areas and burn them monuments down, but the foundations and what they call rubble of the foundations are still there, so you can see them. You can fly over South Africa right now, see a big ass the family putting the information on the TV. So some shit that we gonna show tonight, we ain't even got started, family. The shit that we gonna show tonight, I mean, they was telling me to hold back some of this information, but I couldn't hold it no more, yo. I just couldn't take it no more. I say, I gotta show this right now. I gotta show it, and for the elders, I gotta do this, Because we need a speed program. You know, we can't just gradually give it to the people. We need a speed program because of, you know, I know who we are. We know who we are. But do you really know? You finna see tonight, but this is the whole God, Emperor, King, and the doorkeeper. Let's keep that in mind. Go. All right. Now, as you can see, this is that star. And you see every 27,000 years, and I think the other paper over there, I'm going to get it in a minute. But every 27,000 years, this star, I'm just getting warmed up. I'm going to take me a little drink of this water. This star, Sirius, which is Greek. Damn near everything we say is Greek or Roman or damn Germanic or damn, it's some kind of European name on it. Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Pluto, all of that shit is Greek. All of it. Even Egypt and Ethiopia, even the word God is Greek. Now, how the damn gods know all of this? How the hell they know all? What the creators and who put the stars and planet and moon and shit? That's y'all motherfuckers want to explain everything. You can't explain everything. The mystery when the mystery that's on it, the Bible don't know. No disrespect, you know. I goes in Christianity. When I go in there shit, I do that shit serious. And I love studying that shit. That's one of my favorite subjects. So is the Greeks. But the reason why, though, because it uncovers the veil over people's face so they can see where the origin of all these things come from. And that's why when you only get Greek history and philosophy when you get on a collegiate level. And why? Because you have to be mature to understand what you finna see. That's why they create all type of fraternities around their information, and because that's the veil. Like I said, I always call it the glass case. All right, that's how I can explain it. The glass case. The glass case is those fraternities. Like Freemasonry, the Alpha and Beta and the Sigmas and all them names and shit. All of that shit is Greek. But they use, and what you gotta understand, the first people to look in the sky, the first people to ever think was the African people. And when you go read the Greek, you gonna see you in that shit, because the Greek basically worship African people. And they tell you that shit. You see what I'm saying? Homer say everything. Aristotle. We went into that. Man, I'm just going to watch. I'm going to do, wait till we get to, I'm going to switch to, see, I'm the man of 1,000 sciences, so I can't stay on no damn one subject. So if it's some research, even that you see tonight, we ain't even got started. If it's some research that you see tonight about this Naga Kushite, nigga, email me, send it to me so I can go do the research for me first, and then I'll bring it to the people with the images. I jump on here and talk, but ain't nowhere in the hell I could talk about the Dogon and all the images I'm seeing. I'm like, what the fuck? But, you know, we got to go into this research, and this is what we doing. And we got to know what we doing. But everything we use in this Greek, but see, African people was the first people to look in the sky. And if anybody the chosen people, I'm tired of all that. I don't even like none of them names. All them names, Egypt, Ethiopia, that shit Greek. I love Egypt and Ethiopia. You see on my page, I'm Ethiopian, nigga. Once you become rice, you eat it. Ethiop, for real, Ethiop. But that's Greek. But we know, I ain't gonna say we know, but Kush, which is the Bible, with, see, all those names, you know, all they do is keep us separate. That's all that shit do. That's why we gotta boil down to the science. Now, y'all motherfuckers wanna believe in some spooky shit, I'm about to go hard. If y'all wanna believe in some spooky shit, that's on you. I ain't trying to save your damn, what they call that? I ain't trying to be, you know, save your soul or whatever that is. That's on wherever you go, that's where you go. But I promise you, where I'm gonna be at is where they going. That's just all the fuck I know. You understand me? And if you believe in death, which is none of our societies, which is a European concept. If you believe in death, your ass believe in death, then you just going where they going. But where I'm going, don't matter if my body on the planet or not, I'm gonna be where they at. Where Bob Marley at, I'm gonna be. Y'all know that picture that said everybody wrong. That shit got Left Eye, Tupac. That shit got Big Pun. That shit got goddamn Peter Ty. Shit got Bob. It got all of our greats. You got all of. Then you got the other conscious one where they got John Henry Clark. They got Dr. Ben. They got Ivan Van Sertima. That's in everybody room. That's the heaven I'm going to. I don't know where y'all going, but wherever the Dogons and shit, and the Egyptians and the goddamn Cushites, I don't give a what name y'all call it. The Tasseti, wherever. I'm going where the fuck they going. I got told my peoples, I kept telling them. Straight up, when I go on my journey, nigga, if y'all put one other thing